According to a 2024 research study from IT Revolution, cognitive overload cost organizations $322 billion annually in lost productivity. But the productivity experts are missing something fairly crucial. It's not the big decisions that are overwhelming people's brains. It's the constant micro decisions creating what neuroscientists call decision fatigue. The human brain evolved for sequential processing. We're designed to focus on one challenge, resolve it, recover, and then move to the next challenge. Modern organizational life, and even our personal lives, demand something our brains literally cannot do. Process multiple and near constant changes or even input simultaneously while maintaining the cognitive resources needed for daily thoughts and tasks. A 2025 study published in Scientific Reports found that each time we switch between tasks, we experience what researchers call attention residue. Part of our cognitive capacity stays stuck on the previous task. Current research also shows this task switching can cost up to 40% of productive time as it depletes not just our mental energy, but also our physical energy. Multiply those depletions across an entire organization where everyone is simultaneously processing an AI implementation, a cultural transformation, a restructuring, changes in work processes, and perhaps shifting market conditions. So let's first look at this at an individual level. The course I teach at the University of Maryland focuses on our inability to multitask. As I go through the lecture and provide my students with various examples, they are often surprised at their own newly recognized limitations or where misunderstandings have happened as they thought they understood a concept or a conversation, but realized what they missed while the mind was experiencing residue. The lesson helps them recognize the energy drain they have been feeling as they continuously try to do something we simply cannot: multitask. The most successful leaders are often the worst at recognizing their own cognitive overload. The psychological research also shows here that high achievers consistently fail to recognize their inability to multitask, and they don't connect the dots to why they are experiencing performance degradation. They interpret cognitive fatigue as a personal failing rather than a predictable, very human neurological response. This is transformation fatigue at the individual level. But here's where it becomes an organizational crisis. Think about what happens when an entire workforce exceeds their absorption capacity simultaneously. The problem isn't just additive. It multiplies. To understand why, we need to look at three distinct types of cognitive load that are draining your organization right now and perhaps yourself. The first load is information switching burden. Your people must maintain awareness across multiple organizational systems while constantly shifting between different mental models. Think about this. Strategic planning requires one cognitive framework. Customer interactions requires another. Internal politics requires a third. Technical problem solving requires a fourth. Each context switch depletes resources in the brain's prefrontal cortex, which is our executive function center. And the switching cost accumulates throughout the day. By mid-afternoon, your initiatives aren't competing with resistance. They are being confronted by a cognitive depletion.